Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the back seat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could join me this Thursday morning, April 27th, 2023. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to change the financial trajectory of your life by teaching you how to successfully currency trade with our highly accurate proprietary trading indicators. And we do that by providing a personalized one-on-one coaching to supplement the indicators. And we believe that is the most efficient, most effective way to learn currency trading. And in these sessions, what we do is we show you one of the trading signals so that you can learn the signal and then also see for yourself how accurate the indicators are. So with that, let's get started. We first need to start by listening to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trades. When you are a member, we do a live trade every morning at 10 a.m. And then we do another live trade every evening at 10 p.m. And then one of the key ingredients that makes a big difference in your ability to do this successfully is we provide continuous training whereby every Wednesday we've got an advanced members meeting, and then every Saturday morning we've got a back to the basics where we continue to go over and hammer the various trading techniques and take questions and help you get there faster. I trade off of a little trade routine, and this is a little too big. Let's go down here. Every day, it's a good habit to restart your green charts. Clears out the memory and also gets any updates that have been issued. At the end of every day, it is useful to kind of review what you did and specifically what didn't work as you intended, to see if you can figure out why it didn't work so that you can incorporate that correction into your trade evaluations. Last night, we did not, I didn't see a good setup on either the Euro USD or the pound yen, but shortly around 8 o'clock, I took a look at the charts and saw buys on both, and I ended up taking them, and they closed. So the it's about taking what the market gives you and not trying to force things. We are technical traders. We are not trading on the news. That means we are trading based on the price action. However, the news does impact currency trading, and we want to know what that news is so that we can trade around it. And we get that news by going to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into three components. Yellow is low impact, orange is medium impact, and red is high impact. And it's the red items that I want to pay attention to and kind of trade around. And we've got two red items this morning at 8:30 on the U.S. dollar, advanced GDP, and also unemployment claims. So we are within the 2 hour. I usually don't like to trade things within 2 hours of this news because I find the news leaks a little bit before the official announcement, and it starts to impact things. So we will not trade the USD this morning, and everything else is good here. So let's get into it. We have many different signals, and as we train you, we will do a trade plan that's designed around your preferences, your risk preferences, your time availability, and generally how you like to do things. My trade plan, it uses the 10-point trade signal, and I do it off of a 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart, I want to be 30 minutes into it to have the signal a chance to form. And on a 1 hour chart, a trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And my sweet spot tends to be 10 to 11 pips. And I'm looking to get in and get out within 1 to 3 hours. And what this trade signal does is it tries to get alignment between the three sections of the chart, where all three sections are telling me the direction is one way. And if I can figure out that direction, I can make money off of it. So with that, let's get into it and see what we see. This chart that we're going to be trading off of is the Light 6 Major. It's one of the standard charts. It's a composite chart. It's showing us 6 different currency pairs, all on a 1 hour candle. Oops, let's get this out of here. We are going to start with the middle section of the chart, which is what we call the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. So when the market's oversold, that presents a buying opportunity. This horizontal blue line is the overbought line. So when the lines are up here, this becomes a selling opportunity. And specifically when, say, the lines are overbought and going down, that's a good sell time. And you can see here, we have gone, over the last 4 hours, we went from overbought to oversold, and now it's starting to turn. But you got 4 down candles as it moved down through the channel, which was worth you could have gotten 20 pips off of that. So as I said, the off the 1 hour candle, you can get anywhere from 5 to 35 pips, and you can get in and out within the course of 1 to 3 hours. In this case, it was 4 hours. So so here on the Australian USD, even though we're not going to trade the USD this morning, let's just look to see if we see what is a good setup. And in this case, we're oversold. Minors have started to turn. They're pointing up, but the majors are kind of still going down. So we're going to pass. Euro USD, we've reached the oversold mark. Minors are going up. Majors are starting to go up. We don't have the double cross where the green line is crossed over the red line. So it looks like it's starting to turn, but not quite there yet. Same on the pound USD, oversold. It is turning up. Minors going up. Majors going up. The green line's going up. The red line is horizontal, though, so it's still not. All the lines aren't going up. I want all the lines going up, and I don't have that yet. USD Canadian dollar. We just touched the overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors are starting to come down. Both the red and green line are going down, but the red line hasn't crossed over the green line. I want that red line to have crossed over the green line. And just looking here, it looks like we're hitting a resistance level where the lines are bumping on the line that's here. But we'll get into that in a little bit. So again, we don't have enough of a down on the majors to warrant taking the trade. A dollar Swiss franc, overbought. Everybody's going down. Ooh, I don't quite. The double cross is real weak. The black line's over the gray, but the red line isn't quite there yet. Everybody's entering the channel. I prefer to see a little stronger cross. The slope on the green line, I want it to be at least 45 degrees or steeper. And this is just, to me, it looks a little shy of 45 degrees. 45 degrees is when you have a 90-degree angle and you bisect it in the middle. So we're just a little shy there. Dollar yen, we were oversold. Overbought. Everybody's going down, and we do have the double cross clearly here. The red is over the green. The black is over the gray. Only thing I don't like here is that the green line has gone a little bit more than the halfway mark. Usually I want it to be less than the halfway mark so we can get that run through the channel. So I'm going to pass. Now, sometimes on the Euro USD, since I trade it all the time, if I see this, I might go to the 2-hour chart and see what the chart is telling me. And the 2-hour, if the 2-hour is just entering the channel and the slope of the green line is steep like this, I may take the chart. I may take it because we'll be able to get the 10 pips, 11 pips I'm looking for. And the other thing I like here is if you notice the green line, this first section here, as it starts to go down, and then as it's in the channel, it goes from less steep to more steep. So I always like when the slope of the green line increases in steepness, and we do have that here. All right, so let's go. I've cloned this chart and made another 6 with non USD pairs. So let's see if we can see something here that's worth taking. Euro pound overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors haven't quite committed yet. Australian dollar yen oversold. Minors have started to turn, although we don't have the double cross. Majors are still going down, so we don't have agreement there on the direction. Euro Canadian dollar, we're just reaching oversold, and everybody's kind of sideways here. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, oversold. Everybody's going up. I've got the double cross. where the green line is over the red and the gray line is over the black. So 3 points here. The lines are clustered. That's a plus. I don't count it as a point, but it's a plus. The thing I don't like here, though, is the green line. The green line drives a lot of my decision. It is going from more steep to less steep. There's a little kink here. I don't like when it goes from more steep to less steep. So I'm going to pass. Normally, what I would do if this was if there wasn't this kink in the line, then I would jump up to the TNTs, count how many lines are supporting the buy that I'm seeing here. 2 orange lines are going up, saying buy. Dotted blue is going down. When blue goes down, that means buy. It's inversely related. So the direction is opposite. So when this is going down, that's buy. So 3 of the 4 are telling me buy. I want 3 of the 4 supporting this. And then I'm going to jump down to my pressure down here. And I want either the lines going up, supporting a buy, or the green line on top. And I do have the green line on top. So I have 7 points here. 1 point here, 3 points here, and 3 points up here on the TNTs. Now, with 7 points, I would normally go and do my confirmation of this signal. I'm not going to do the confirmation of the signal because of the time of day that it is in both of these markets. It is at the end of the day now in Australia and in New Zealand. Because I'm trading on a 1-hour chart, I want one of these two to be daytime. So, between 9 and 4. So I don't have that on either of these. So even though I've kind of got the setup here, because it's a 1-hour chart and we're going into the nighttime, and what happens is when it goes into the nighttime, it takes longer for a trade to execute. So if I'm trading off of a 1-hour chart, it may take 6 or 7 hours for it to go, and trying to plan a trade that'll take 7 hours to execute off of a 1-hour chart isn't good. So we're going to pass that. By the way, I am going to New Zealand, so I'm going to be leaving on Sunday to go to New Zealand for about 10 days. On Monday, there'll be no evening trade. Monday, there'll be no evening trade because I'll still be traveling to get there. Pound yen. We're in the middle of the channel. We're approaching oversold. The miners are oversold, starting to go sideways. Majors are approaching oversold, starting to go sideways. So we get nothing there. Euro Australian dollar. We don't have agreement. We're overbought. Majors still going up. Miners have turned. So again, I've got another 6 pairs to take a look at. And I'm just going to keep plugging till I see the setup that I want. I only need a couple, 2-3 trades a day to make good money. Here, we were overbought. We're more than halfway through the channel. So I am going to pass. Had we been able to catch this up here, we would have been able to probably get 11 pips out of it, but we're a little late. Euro, New Zealand dollar. So, it's lunchtime in Europe now. So it's considered daytime. Oversold, everybody's going up. I've got the double cross. Gray is on top, green is on top. But I got this kink in the green line where we're going from more steep to less steep. So we're going to pass. I don't like the kink in the line, even though we've got 4 points here. 2 orange lines are going up. 2 blue lines are coming down. So all 4 are telling me buy. I've got down pressure, but I've got the green line on top. So I've got one point here. So I got 8 points here, but this kink in the line is bothers me. Pound New Zealand dollar. Oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. So 3 points. There's good steepness on the green line. In fact, we've gone from less steep to more steep. So I like that. 2 orange lines going up. Even though the thick orange is just barely going up. Dotted blue or thick blue is coming down. So 3 of the 4. Down pressure with the green on top, and the green is pulling away from the red line, so it's signaling it's about to turn. But I've got a point here, 3 points here, and 3 points here. So on the pound New Zealand dollar, we've got the setup for a buy. So when I see my setup, what I want to do is I want to confirm it, and I'm going to confirm it on a 2 and 4 hour chart. So let's go ahead and open a 2 and 4 hour chart. So that's great. To Britain pound NZD. And what I am looking for on the 2 and the 4 hour chart is I want the majors and minors to be oversold. They don't necessarily have to be going up like they are here, but I want them to be oversold. And the idea, so the 2 hours oversold and the 4 hours oversold. And the reason I want them to be oversold is that if this signal weakens, I'll still get the trade. It'll just take longer. So on a 2 hour chart, a trade's going to take anywhere from 2 to 6 hours to happen. On a 4 hour chart, it's going to take anywhere from 4 hours to 12 hours. It's going to take longer to happen. And the move is going to be worth more. But here, I like this. So once I get the confirmation that this is a good signal, I am then going to I'm going to then figure out what the trade is worth. And to figure out what the trade is worth, I want to know where the support and resistance are, and what the trend is, and that helps me determine how many pips I can get out of it. So to do that, let's save this. And we'll open up a chart with just the candles on it. And Great Britain pound NZD. And what I want to do is crunch up the chart to kind of see where the spots are. Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. And by crunching up the chart, I get more data points that makes the dropping of the lines where they tend to stop more evident. Now, if we had just looked at this little section here, we would say we were trading into a downtrend. But looking over the last 3 months, we are clearly trading into an uptrend. So we want to take a buy into this uptrend. So I'm willing to take a little bit more in terms of pips. So I'm just looking for spots where the candles touch. So they touch right in here. I'm going to drop a couple lines in And on a 1 hour chart, these tend to be about 30 to 40 pips apart. And we'll just drop a couple lines in. It's stopping in here, stopped over here, stopped over here. So let's pull it back out so we can see it a little better. So we've got an uptrend. So we're considering a buy on an uptrend. And we're at the 2028, 2028 to 2038. So that's it's only 10. With the pound New Zealand dollar, I just want to make sure we've got a good spot here. Now, the thing I don't like, I want to know how much room we have to each of these spots. And because these spots, these resistance lines, so we've got only that 14 pips up. And 100 pips down. So these lines are too big. 100 pips down, 14 pips up. I'm going to drop another line in here because this doesn't look quite right. And you can see it stopped right in here. It stopped in here. It stopped in here. Over here, it's stopping. Now, we're looking at taking a buy, and we got 14 pips till here. I'm trying to decide if 14 pips is enough to make it worthwhile. Four pips. 4 pips definitely isn't worthwhile. So we want to go to 2080. 2080. And we're at 2072. It's 8 pips, 7 pips. See these lines, since it bounces on these lines, I don't want to take a trade that has to cross through the resistance line because it'll take longer for the trade to execute. And I want to kind of get in and get out of the trade. And if it has to bounce across these lines several hours, the longer I'm in a trade, the more risk there is because the signal could change. So because of kind of where we're at on this, 2070 to 2080 is 10 pips. Let's take a look at the signal one more time. Pound New Zealand dollar. Pound New Zealand dollar. Let's just see what the spread is. The spread is 2 pips, which is a lot. So for 10 pips, we'll take 2 pips. You know what? We're going to go ahead and take a 10 pip buy on the Euro New Zealand dollar. So you can do that in your simulator, or if you've got MetaTrader 4, pound New Zealand dollar, new order. My lot size, this is a demo account, is going to be 1. I'm just moving the decimal place over. 4, it can be anywhere from a half to 2. At 1, I can take 2 trades, have 2 trades open. I'm going to do market execution. So my volume is 1, market execution, buy by market. I am going to then right click, go to modify, and we're going to take 10 pips. 10 pips is 100 points. If I click this little blue button and I have 100 in here, it does the math for me. And we're going to use a 3-to-1, which is 30 pips. I'm going to right click on the red, and it does the math for me. So we took a buy on the pound New Zealand dollar, with a take profit of 2.02871. 2.02871 and a stop loss of 2.02474. 2.02474. I expect this to close within the next 3 hours or less. Thank you for joining me this morning. As I said, we won't be doing it on Monday because I'll be on a plane. But we should be able to do it Tuesday morning. If you have any questions, or we can teach you to do this. If you have any questions, you can get a hold of me by scheduling an appointment at forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, forexsmarttrade.com/schedule, or you can send me an email at Paul McMann at forexsmarttrade.com, and give me a couple times and I'll get back to you. Next week's schedule is probably my availability probably isn't that great because of the time difference. But if you send me a note once I figure it out, we'll connect. Okay, thanks so much, gang, and we will good trading, and we will reconnect next week. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.